What's going on, everybody? Today I pulled the Raptor into the shop. It is frozen solid. It is the day after Christmas. So we got it thawing out here. I just pulled it in. As you can see, the windshield is still ice, frost, whatever you want to call it. It's been outside for about a week, so I brought it into the heated shop here, and you can probably tell it's filthy dirty everywhere, inside included. And I did find out decent way. Hey, look, I got some Arby's. But I found out a decent way to clean floor mats out, and again, I need to clean all of this out. Oh, I think I'm gonna spray this off. I got this goofy looking nozzle. It reminds me of a fire hose. Like, you just twist this to adjust the pressure. So we're gonna go do one of them, and this is hot water, so hopefully it'll help melt this off a little bit and take some of this mud and stuff off. But if you guys find this helpful, like, subscribe, comment, share to your friends, do whatever you got to do. It helps me out a lot. I enjoy doing stuff like this. But if more than 30 people watched a video, that'd be way cooler. Works better if you don't have water, but either way, a lot of these loose clumps and stuff on here I like to try and get off beforehand. So I'm just going to take a brush and try and brush as much of this off as I can before I spray this on. So here I basically just have a big paintbrush. It's the coarsest hair on the three that I have. So all I'm gonna do is just take this and try and get as many of the big chunks out as I can. However, if I did have more time, what I would probably end up doing is rinsing it off with that garden hose over there and letting it dry. But on a little bit of a time crunch. So I am just gonna wipe this the best I can and try and get all that stuff broke loose. I'm gonna set my brush on the dirty skid loader. And then I'm just gonna take this and hit it against my leg. Okay, a lot of the big stuff's out. Some of this stuff it's all just sitting on the top. So now what we will do is we will grab the cleaner. Okay, got the cleaner here. I'm just going to spray this down like it said on the bottle. Spray it on thick until everything is wet. This stuff's super simple to use. You can use it on literally everything. I use it in my house, on the fridge. If your wife doesn't want you to buy stuff for the shop, you can use this. It works for household stuff too. Just take it and out to the garage. Okay, that is wet. Once again, all I'm gonna do is take my brush that I had and agitate this. And of course, you'd think I'd have a table in here I could use or something instead of using a bobcat, but you gotta work with what you got, right, boys? The only reason I say boys is because I know no girl is stupid enough to watch me. Okay, Maple and I are done agitating. You don't have to lick that. No, nope, out of here. Go away. Go away. Shoo. Either ways, so now I'm done agitating. Typically, I let this sit for about a minute, and then I will wipe it off the best I can. With this floor mat, though, you see all these different grooves in here. They're hard to get in, especially around this SVT logo here. So it takes a lot of patience. This is the part that I said takes some time. Wiping through each one of them with a towel or a rag. Typically what I do is I just take a washcloth or a shop towel and get after it. This is also the part where I'd be interested to see if water worked here. I haven't tried it, so I think I'm going to do what I know works, because on that bottle up there, it says rinsing not necessary. I'm afraid if I did rinse it, everything is just going to rinse off and it's going to look like poop again. Remember earlier how I mentioned I'm in kind of a time crunch? For science purposes, we're going to try rinsing this off, just because I really do not have time to spend 20 minutes going through each and every single one of these. So let's try spraying this off and see what it looks like. All right, well, I got it sprayed off. I don't know if you can tell on the shop floor here, but there's some bubbles. That was from this. I'm gonna go hang this over here on the Bobcat or Combine, or maybe by the cat. I don't know where, but somewhere over here's, let it dry out. See what it looks like once it does dry, and compare it to the one that I actually spent a fair amount of time on that's sitting right here. Another thing I was thinking, since I'm out here cleaning, I got this mudslinger from Amsoil. Once again, thank you, Alex. It works really good for repelling dirt and everything. It's actually used on dirt bikes. Well, I was thinking, I drive this through dirt a lot. How do you think it would work on this? I might try it on like the fenders and the black around the windows. I hope it's one of them deals where it doesn't just get an obnoxious amount of dirt that sticks to it. I wouldn't think it does, but I mean, it is called Mud Slinger, repels mud and dirt. It should work, right? Let's see how my spraying abilities work. Shake that thing a little more. Try not to get it on the paint. Shouldn't make a difference. Ooh, I'm getting a little thick. It's starting to run. Okay, we're gonna call that good enough for there. Do you notice a difference? I don't know if, can't tell if you can see it through the camera. I can't tell a huge difference. However, I'm gonna go over to the back fender, and it's kind of like spray painting. It kind of smells like spray paint too. This might be fun if you did this all day for a job. Okay, that one is done. Next step here, allow to dry for 15 minutes. Wipe off excess with a lint-free microfiber towel for a brilliant shine. Well, I do not have a microfiber towel, even though they cost like $3. I do not have one. So I'm gonna go do the other side and figure that out when time gets there. But no, I'm not gonna bore you to death. You don't have to watch me do it again. Okay, well, I just did the fenders, and actually I just did these hood scoops too, just to see what it turns out like. I did not do around the windows yet because it is still pretty wet. As you can see, my windshield is also wet, but all this stuff dried pretty well. So let's give this a few minutes to set up. And I actually didn't read this to you, but it says for an extra barrier against mud and snow, leave wet and do not wipe. I think I'm going to wipe because I am an idiot. I sprayed it on a little too thick on some spots, and I want it to have a nice even coating, so I will probably take a rag and wipe it off. And no, I'm not using a lint-free rag because, again, I'm an idiot and I don't have one. Well, I just went and put the can of Mudslinger back over there, and look at these two. They're both just staring at me. They're kind of pals. You know that? Cheeto. Maple. But while we're waiting for that stuff to dry a little bit, let's go check on these floor mats quick. This is the one that I just wiped down. And actually, we're looking okay. This will dry. Looks good. Let's go over to the Bobcat and see how the one that I sprayed off looks. I'm sure it's still very wet. It is still very wet, but look at that. It actually cleaned up very nice. While the floor mats are drying, I was thinking, God, I should go try and find myself a cloth. So I went in there where I got some cloths, and then I got to thinking, I am a stunned idiot. I had one on my floor in my rig, the Raptor, the fast Raptor truck. Either way, give this a couple more minutes and I'm going to wipe this off. This actually looks like it will shine up decent. We'll see how it does though. I will keep you guys in the loop and let you know. But while I'm waiting for that to dry, have any of you guys actually like ceramic coated your own vehicles, tractors, anything like that? I always kind of wanted to do it, but I've never given myself enough credit. And also, if there's anything else on the channel you guys would like to see, like me drive that. I'm just kidding, I can't do that. I don't have a driver's license. God, I'm an idiot, you know that? But if there's anything else on the channel you guys want to see, please just let me know in the comments. I would really appreciate it. All right, well, it's been about 15 minutes. Let's take this, oh, that's a dirty dog. This siding cleaner? Oh, yeah. Let's take this microfiber cloth and wipe off our mudslinger and see how it ends up looking. That looks pretty nice, boys and girls. There's that one. Compared to that one, this one, you can still see some of the blobs and stuff in there from overspray. Let's go ahead and get that wiped off. Hopefully that stuff isn't bad for a sweatshirt. No, anyway, the Vikings suck, but still, I was rubbing up against my fender, not really realizing that. Oh, we might as well, we'll get this wiped off and see what it looks like. I got her all wiped off. Fenders, those black markers, it actually looks pretty good. I don't know if you can tell from the video, but it is nice and shiny. I will give you an update though to see how it does and whether or not it's worth the money, because I think that can was like 13 bucks. I know Alex loves it, and I love Alex. No homo. Forgot about my floor mat on this scraggly old bobcat, but it actually did work pretty good. It's not completely dry yet. However, I think it will still look good when it is clean. That's the passenger side. Here's the driver's side, and yeah, I actually think it may work just as well to agitate it and rinse it off with water if you have it. If you don't have it, I don't think I'd lose any sleep over it because this looks pretty good. Have you guys ever heard of like polishing a turd? I don't know, I consider this Raptor to be fairly nice, but the inside is a disaster and everything here is still filthy, but I got nice clean floor mats. So to me, that is almost the same as polishing a turd. Maybe I'm wrong and should have a little bit better attitude, but it don't seem right. Nope, come on, cat. Go away. If you like what you saw, please like, subscribe, tell your friends. Have a wonderful day. Thank you. Bye.